Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Portia, there's no sound because I'm getting ready for things. I'm getting ready for things, and I don't need you guys hearing me clumping and clopping around in here, moving things around and going, what are those weird noises in the background? Hurley, welcome, welcome, welcome. Buzzkill, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, who's ready for some down-home cannibalism? I know I am. Oh, also ripping people's limbs off and, hardcore drugs. You know, they say in the first 30 seconds, if you're looking to avoid YouTube censorship, then you don't say anything controversial in the first 30 seconds to a minute. I've just blown that right out of the water. Okay, as I recall, Marjo is wicked on board with cannibalism now. Is that correct? Yeah, you're wicked on board with cannibalism right now. You're like, feed me some humans. You're ravenously hungry. Good news, we're going to be feeding you people. Luckily, you converted to our cause because our other option was killing you, and your own daughter would eat you. Your own daughter would eat you. Just want to get that out of the way there. Speaking of which, where is Chibi these days? Chibi is out reading a book. The Principles of Hydroponics. Excellent. Good job, Chibi. Hang on, coffee in my face. We did almost, you're right, Portia. We did almost accidentally sacrifice Marjo. We're not 100% certain that was going to be the end result. Maybe we're just going to talk at her for a while, or, I don't know, rip one of her limbs off. But the potential was there that we might have actually killed her and eaten her, which, in the grand scheme of things is good, but would have been a major blow to Chibi. She'd be like, oh my god, my mom's here. Oh my god, we just killed and ate my mom. Oh, bad news for me. Bad news there. So, yeah, no, we stopped that. And now we've just converted Marjo to our cause, and we're working on Grumpy Grumperson. No, seriously, that's his name. I can't make this stuff up. Grumpy Grumperson. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, you still believe quite a bit in that miserism thing. Have you thought about eating people? Have you just... Because Marjo's on board. Marjo's probably talking to Grumpy, saying like, hey, you know what, dude, I just crash landed here, and these guys captured me for no reason. I think they were planning on eating me. In fact, I'm pretty sure they were planning on eating me. I heard them talking about it. And then they chit-chatted me for a while. They just had a little talk, and they said, Marjo, have you considered cannibalism? Also, what do you feel about having your limbs ripped off? Also, narcotics. Lots of them, in large quantities. How do you feel about that? And I'm going to tell you, Grumpy, at first I was not on board with that. I said, no, I would prefer to eat... Well, basically anything that's not a human being is what I'd prefer to eat. And I like my limbs where they are. And I'm not wicked into drugs. And by the way, could you put some clothing on me? That's what I said at first, Grumpy. And then the more they talked to me about the eating people, the more attractive it became. And I'm going to tell you, Grumpy, if you don't jump on board, they're going to eat you. This should be the conversation right here. This should be the conversation. Zash made a door. Neat. Good for you, Zash. I know we need holding platforms. We need lots of things. We need many, many things to be going on around here. Ideally, what I need is Marjo and Grumpy to jump on board here so that we have an extra pair of hands, because Marjo is actually pretty good. Not so much as the extra pair of hands thing, but she's wicked good at doctor and intellectual, and that could take somebody else off of those duties, which would be ideal. Hang on, more coffee in my face. Buzzkill, the DD zone is alive and well, and, basically for DD. Remind me, I did kind of change the DD zone, right? Because we can't have DD wandering out. Because you know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to hunt them and eat my lizard. In fact, we could extend that a little bit. That can go down into here, so when we do get this kind of taken apart, DD can wander down into the new bedrooms. DD is just never going to go outside. And until the throne room is complete, and then we're going to make... really sort of a secondary throne for a lizard, and it will be at the right hand of the throne of Zash. That's how that's going to go down. Actually, I say that. Isn't Riggs? Riggs is my royal right now. Not very royal, if we're honest about things, and we are, but royal enough. Could we get some of the coolers going, please? And by that, I mean, can we chop down some trees? Because we don't seem to be chopping trees down very much. How about we get all those trees chopped down and maybe get the coolers activated? Because it's kind of warm. It's like 82 degrees inside these bedrooms, and that's no good. Nobody likes that sort of nonsense. What's my best next move? We've got a lot of drugs on the way. We have the potential for drugs. The potential for drugs exists. In fact, we've made quite a few. We have some smoke leaf. We got some wake up that we pulled off of somebody. I think it was Grumpy Grumperson. I can't make these names up. I can. I could probably come up with something like that. But Grumpy walked in with that name. Is Riggs' first name Diana? Oh, please, God, say it is. Please say it is. No, it's Zlata. No, sorry, Portia. It's Zlata. Zlata. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that a word? Zlata. It's fun to say. Try it at home. Go ahead, try it. Do it right now. Zlata. It's okay. It kind of comes off the tongue fairly well. Although it kind of hurts your right cheek. I mean, I don't know how you're going to pronounce it, but it's kind of hurting my right cheek. That may or may not be a problem that I have. I might actually need to see a doctor about that. Can we change that to Diana Riggs? Well, she is female. I mean, I suppose we could do that, because Diana Riggs is basically one of the most awesome people ever. No, apparently we can't. Nope, can't change the first name. Could change the nickname, but I would like the nickname to be Riggs, so I know who Riggs is. Diana Riggs, indeed, is one of the most awesome people on the planet. However, we can't change the first name, apparently. I don't know if I ever knew that about RimWorld. Hey, Grumpy, can we mess with your name? Like, how's that going to go down there? So, where's your name? No, I can't do anything with you, because you're not, like, on our side at this point. You will be. It's wicked simple, Grumpy. Either jump on board the cannibalism train or be underneath it. It's all down to you. It's all down to you, kid. Diana Riggs is basically one of the best people on the planet. Hey, look, Portia, there's nobody who's a bigger fan of the old Avengers than me. Nobody who is a bigger fan of the old Avengers than me, particularly the Diana Rigg years. Although were other good years. She's not the only good part about the Avengers. There were plenty of seasons that were fine without Diana Rigg in it, but she was very, very good. Okay. Now what? What are we feeding Riggs? Did we feed him people? Because he doesn't get that yet. Did we feed you a person? No, I don't think we did. If we did, you're not sad about it. But now we're talking to you about cannibalism. So here's that conversation. Hey, you know the meal of venison and potatoes that we just fed you? Wouldn't it be better if there was a human arm on that plate? And Grumpy's like, yeah, I am down like 12% on my certainty about whether it's a good idea to eat people or not. And that worked fine. Not going down as fast as Marjo. Marjo flipped over real quick. Marjo's like, I am either eating the menu or I am on the menu. I will jump on board this thing real fast. She's also my favorite villain in basically every film or TV series. She's wonderful. She's amazing. I liked her when she was just doing, like, hosting that mystery show on PBS. I don't know. It was like PBS Mystery. In fact, I think the show was called Mystery. I'm pretty sure it was called Mystery. Ran for like a zillion years. Probably still running. I don't know. I don't pay attention to PBS. But yeah, when she was hosting that, she was awesome in that. She was so refined and yet villainous at the same time. She's basically perfect. What are we building over here? Tailoring bench. Yeah, that's going to come in handy. We do have an abundance of human leather that we should do something with. Can't just leave that sitting around. Chibi, what are you up to? You're hauling that to a stockpile zone. Oh, and then you're going to go take a nap. Okay, that's fair. What do you think I need to do, game? Zash might have a break. Why? What is your problem? Non-cannibal food. Well, go get some cannibal food. Go get some cannibal food. We're working on the cape and the flop hat. Trust me. Trust me. We're working on the cape and the flop hat. You don't even worry about that. I'm going to get you in a cape and a flop hat so darn fast your eyes are going to spin. You don't even sweat that. Marjo, how soon until you're, like, on board with us? A while. An amount of time. I'm going to need more bedrooms. I've got 2 that are getting ready to be carved out down here, but they're taking forever. I mean, I've only got, like, basically 3 people and a 10-year-old doing anything. The 10-year-old doesn't really do much. Coffee, one moment. Much better. So at this point, we're just kind of bumming around, waiting either for a raid, which would be ideal, and I'd like to kill some people. Grumpy is fully healed. Good news for Grumpy. I see you've got a bowler hat on. You've taken your bowler hat to prison. Grumpy, talk with Marjo about converting over to cannibalism, because she jumped on board real quick with that. Hashtag cape and flop hat, indeed. Get that one trending, Buzzkill. The kids need to know about this. Kids don't know enough about capes and top hats and flop hats and any other kind of hat, actually. Speaking of which, Zash is finishing the tailoring bench. Good. Time to get some of this human leather working. So, let's get a cape, if we can make that. Yep, we can make a cape, and we could probably make a flop hat. I'm going to specify that this should only be... you know what? We've got tons of human leather. We've got tons of human leather. They're going to make it out of human leather. I don't even really need to specify that. Rivenfey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make it more convenient, like Soylent Green. Exactly. I'm working on my first... I hesitate to say mistake because I'm a genius and I don't make mistakes. I make calculated investments in geniosity. Geniusosity? Geniusosity. So I make calculated investments in geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. So it's not really a mistake per se because, again, I'm a genius. I don't make mistakes. I make calculated investments in geniusosity. But I way overdid it on the fields. They don't want to eat corn. They want to eat a person. So we did waste a lot of time doing these fields. But we will have at least backup food. So if the human population swinging by doesn't work out, we've got some backup food. They won't like it, but it will keep them alive, and that's a pretty good gig. So like we've got some muffalo meat down here and muffalo meat there, and we've got a little bit of human left over, and some of these meals indeed. This is venison and rice. That's turkey and meat. Yeah, I think we're out of humans. That is unfortunate. That's going to be a fussy part of this. I've really created a challenge for myself. You can't spell that. It's geniusosity. It's very simple. Hashtag geniusosity. It's spelled like it sounds, Buzzkill. Totally spelled like it sounds. Is anyone supposed to be on tailoring, by the way? I would like to get that done. Riggs, you're primarily wardening. Why don't you be #1 on tailoring? Just until we get some of these things done around here. And we're going to need some clothes from Marjo. Marjo's having a bit of a freak out that she's naked. And I get it. You know, you're in a cell with a strange guy and you're desperate to eat him. Just desperate to eat him. And you can't. Because we haven't said it's allowed yet. Exactly, Portia's got it. Geniusosity. I make calculated investments in geniusosity. It's never a mistake. Geniuses don't make mistakes. A tribe child from the Pact of Trabo. Okay, how does the Pact of Trabo feel about us? They're neutral. Boy, I bet if we ate one of their members, they'd be less than neutral. That's my guess. I'm gonna say if one of their kids is swinging by and we just grabbed him and ate him, that might be less than ideal for them. Yeah, Croyo here. Yeah, 16-year-old kid. Probably a decent amount of meat on the kid. No lie there. But I bet the Trobo folk are gonna be like, dude, you like totally ate one of our people. Did you need to do that? And I'd be like, yeah, we are in fact cannibals. And also we rip our limbs off and replace them with toasters, and we're wicked into drugs. So you tell me if I needed to do that. You tell me, kid. This we don't actually need to do because they can't get into that diagonal unless I break off the other part of the wall. Hang on, coffee. Yeah, I agree, Hurley. They're going to be slightly irritated. Maybe not furious. I don't know how well they liked the kid. I mean, they sent him out by himself. How much could they have possibly liked him? How much could they like him? They sent him out by himself. Manhunter pack of raccoons. Darn it, I was hoping for a Manhunter pack of man. What do we got down here? 2 raccoons. Okay, that's broadly fine. Let's just do a quick Avengers Assemble here. So, you guys, come on down here, because they're going to make it up there at some point. They're going to get there eventually, and we may as well just go deal with them now. So, yeah, they're going to swing right up. Okay, well, Chibi needs the practice anyway. Lon, you don't really actually do anything at all. You don't even have a weapon. Yeah, you're broadly useless, aren't you? Why don't you just go off duty, kid? This isn't going to work out for you. Okay, this is just not going to work out. Okay, one of them's very dead, and the other one is very dead. And they're immediately rotting, too, which is kind of a pain in the neck. They've got that rotting disease. What is that called? Scaria. Okay, wow, we destroyed your liver with a gunshot. What a very precise shot. Oh, can someone remind you of the colony name? It's wicked easy, Hurley. We eat people. That's it. That's the colony name. I want that to be the sign at the front door. We eat people. I want you to know exactly what you're getting into here. And what you're getting into is we eat people. No illusions, no lies. You're coming up on a new town. You're like, wow, this might be a cool town. And then the sign on the door says, we eat people. So you got to think about if you want to go there. Mo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I missed you come in there. Mo, I bet you would avoid a town called We Eat People. It's just, not like, I don't know. I can't think of a good town name. I really can't. But, you know, most towns are rather flowery names, and this one is just called We Eat People. And there's a whole long list of what we do after that in the sort of sect name or whatever it is about, you know, the drugs and the ripping people's limbs off and all that sort of stuff. But basically, it's We Eat People. Yeah, I think it's very, very solid, Hurley. It's solid like the end of a loaf of bread, like that doorstop bit, the end, like the last bit of the bread that nobody ever wants, but I like it. I really do. I like the doorstop part. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, it's solid like that with some butter on it. And which, you know, is kind of brings the whole conversation full circle, because you'd probably want to put some butter on a person before you ate them. All right. Riggs is working on, I assume, the cape, which is good. Unfinished human leather cape. I love this game. It's an unfinished human leather cape. It's Cannibal Man coming to not exactly save the day as much as eat someone. Hang on, coffee. The heel. That's what I was thinking of. The heel. That's it. I think when we lived in England, we called them doorstops. Someone who is British can tell me if that's a true thing or not, but I feel like my dad called them doorstops or something because they were like big and thick and you could pull the door open with them. No, I like the heel of the bread. It's one of my favorite parts. It's usually the part I go for first. In fact, it is the part you go for first because you got to cut that bit off before you can cut off anything else. I suppose you could slice the loaf of bread in half and then work from the middle out. You could totally do that. You don't have to start with the heel, but I do. Chibi, when you wake up, could you do some light cleaning around here? I know you're wicked hip on the hauling, and I love that about you, kid. I also love the fact that you walked right in and grabbed a beret. But I would be wicked cool if you could do some light cleaning around here, because it's kind of a pigsty. We got to admit that, Chibi. It's kind of a pigsty. Let me look at my cooking stove here. So we've got simple meals that specifically only have human meat in them. And then we've got another bill for any other kind of simple meal. By the way, pause when satisfied, please. All right, so unfortunately, it lumps both of those together. I wish it didn't. I wish it said you've got X number from this bill and then X number from this bill. But do I have in here this? Okay, this is also human meat. Wait a minute. So show me the details on that. Details on this. Okay, this. How about we do this? This can have all meat except human meat. Okay, so I want to check that again. Pausing when satisfied, yes. All right, so close that. So this bill, unpause this. This bill is just for human meat and nothing else, right? Okay, and nothing else, just human meat. I suppose we could put vegetarian stuff in there. No, just keep it simple, Dave. Keep it simple. How many people in the menu so far? Sadly, very few, Mo. We've only got 25 pieces of human meat right now, which is about 100 less than I'd like to have. Marjo's on board with cannibalism. We're working on Grumpy. The problem is we haven't really encountered anyone to kill. I mean, the kid walked by from the other tribe there, but I gotta feel they're not going to be wicked cool about that. Although, hang on. I may have completely misthought that. If the kid came by and we killed him and ate him, what are they going to do? They're going to send more people to get revenge, which is just more food delivery. Okay, send me somebody else by, I might murder them. Are there any tribes who don't like us apart from pirates kind of thing? The Rough Pig Union hate us. Mop Pog. Okay, we're going to call them Moppy. All right, and the Lurig people, which sounds like they live at a bordello or something. The Lurig people. Like all their houses are bordellos. They got that. Those guys all hate us because they're just all pirates. Yeah, those are just pirates. So, if anyone from the Lurigs or the Moppy folk come by, we're definitely going to capture them and eat them. Because they already hate us. I might work on the other ones. I got a feeling... I'm going to go out on a limb here. I got to feel... This is not going out on a limb. This is a guarantee, okay? By the end of this, everyone except the royals are going to hate us. Absolutely despise us. Because I will keep eating them. And I'm not going to stop. I refuse to stop. What do I have there? Oh, drugs. Yeah, we love drugs. Speaking of which, I should start to set up a drug policy where people do drugs. Like, I force them to do drugs. Like, is that because they're into that? Although they don't seem to have any negative moodlets for not having drugs. But boy, would it make them happy if they did. I mean, that's kind of the point of drugs, really, isn't it? That's the whole concept, is it makes you slightly happier than you were before you did the drugs. So maybe I might, yeah, see, it's been almost 3 days since these guys had human meat, and they're jonesing. They are jonesing. Maybe we'll set up a little drug policy. I don't really have much else to do right now. So, let's see. Let's start a new one, and let's call it, I don't know. Please do drugs. Please do drugs. Okay. So I gotta remember how to do these. I don't do these very often. So let me see. It is for addictions, recreation, and scheduled. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. I actually want to schedule these people to have drugs. I want to force them to do drugs. So you can have anything. Yeah, you can get whacked up on anything you want. Not that. That's type, and not Luciferium, because that'll get you killed. And not any of the serums from Anomaly. So you could have that, like, no, not 2 times a day. How about, like, every 3 days? If you want a drug, you can have it. Just go nuts. I wonder if I should stagger these. Because I'm wondering now if, like, every 3 days they're going to take everything in front of them. It would be like Scarface. Just bury themselves in a mound of drugs on their desk. Maybe I should stagger those out a little bit. You know what? You can have beer more often. And you can have smoke leaf more often. The harder stuff, actually Psych-IT, you could have that more often if you want. But the hardcore stuff, why don't you not have that? At like very often. Okay. I don't care when you do it. I am actually forcing you to. I don't care about your mood. I don't care if you're the happiest man on the planet. I need you to be doing drugs. It's part of our religion. So, yeah, everybody on Please Do Drugs. Excellent. We've got some smoke leaf. That'll keep them going for a little bit there. I don't think psychoids every 3 days is a good idea. I think it's an excellent idea, Hurley. Hurley. Come into my office. Hurley. Let me remind you what I've created here. I've created a group of drug-addicted cyborg cannibals. I think keeping them high is the best thing I could be doing right now. I think this is a dangerous group that I put together there. Oh, wow, somebody already has a wake-up addiction. The kid is addicted. Oh, good one, Chibi. Well done. Bad news for you. You took the last one. Okay, so I've got a 10-year-old kid who's addicted to wake up. Oh, neat. That's worked out well. Oh, yeah, give him a drug policy, Dave. Make sure they're doing drugs. We are 10 seconds into the Please Do Drugs drug policy, and I've got a 10-year-old who's addicted to wake up. So, well, good luck with that, kid. I don't even know how to help you with that because we don't have any more. We took that off of Grumpy Grumperson. Okay, and I don't think he has any more. The Deserter, what do you want? Oh, no, that's the anti-royal quest. No, we're not doing that. We're actually trying to be royal. This has to end in a drug-fueled suicide run. It probably will, Hurley. It probably will. Speaking now, what are the realistic chances I can make Wake Up anytime within the reign of the current monarch? So we're working on, we're making a beeline for geothermal. I do really need that. Then I can get into drug production, which will be fun. And then from there I can get into Wake Up. But what we're going to need in the meantime is, lots and lots of psychoid. So no, that's the smoke leaf. Is anyone, in all the gardening we've done recently, has anyone actually gotten into plant 6, which is what I need for psychoid? Definitely not the kid. Although the kid is getting there. He's at plants 2. Yeah, Lon's 5 and got a ways to go. So really, I said we don't want to do this, but I kind of actually need people to continue to do gardening just so they will gain skill. That's what I've got. I got to have that. So grow anything you want. I don't care. Put down some hay grass or something I don't even care about. Zash, you are really going to waste a lot of time on that, aren't you? Yeah, that I knew you were going to do that. All right, while you're talking about it, why don't you just put a power line down here and get some lights on in the kid's bedroom? What do you mean not enough steel stored? What are you, insane? Okay, we don't actually. Oh, hang on, there's cargo pods. Is it humans? Please say it's human meat. It's camel hide. Woot. Okay, back to work. Chibi, how's the you having fun cutting the trees down now that you're stoned out of your mind? Yeah, I'm sure you are. Let's look at that, shall we? Wow, wow. I think I might possibly need to adjust my drug policy there because the kid took everything. The kid took everything. Les, yes it is. It is PC 2.0, which is working much better now. There was some things that needed to be done to it, and then the guy who did it also gave me some good advice about how to really optimize this for what I do, which is what I'm doing right now. So yes, it's working much better, Les. Much better. Wow. Wow, the kid took literally everything that we had. Like, any drug that was in the area, he's like, yeah, give it to me. Oh my god, you're so high right now. I might need to adjust that policy a teeny tiny bit. Maybe we don't do all the drugs in one day. Maybe save some. Maybe save some for a special occasion. Like tomorrow. You just like, or another day of the week that isn't today, Chibi. He took everything and just rammed it down. I love this kid. I love this kid. I get, there's been Tittles. There's been Baby who is named Baby. Chibi, you are rising in the ranks, sir. Or ma'am, actually. I'm sorry. I think you're female because yeah, you're Marjo's daughter. You're going to have a snack. Yeah, I bet you need it. I bet you are a little jittery and could probably use some solid food. Maybe you don't do drugs you can't make now. Not a bad idea, Poxitive. I love your thinking. Because you're thinking like a sensible person, which I'm not. I'm a genius. I deal in geniusosity, #geniusosity. So that is a sensible decision. Maybe just don't take drugs we don't even have. It's a bit late. I probably needed that advice 10 minutes ago. Ish, give or take, about 10 minutes ago, before Chibi took literally every drug we have. All of them. Just the kid was just a vacuum cleaner for drugs. But I think that's a solid idea. I think we're going to adjust that policy a little bit. And I think indeed, let's not do drugs that we don't actually have. So, well, I say that. We don't have any beer, so it doesn't really matter when I tell them to do it, because it doesn't exist. How about we knock the ambrosia down to like every 8 days you can have some ambrosia. And we don't have anything else anyway. Everything else is gone. The smoke leaf, how about we set every 3 days instead of every 2 days, all right? Just give yourself a little time off between that. I'm just saying, kid. Is everyone else wicked high right now? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think Chibi got in there and took everything before anyone else was allowed to have any. Lan just got a smoke leaf joint. Dang, Lan. Take kind of a lightweight, huh? Kind of a lightweight there. We could be making more of those, by the way. Is that on Infinite? Yeah, it's on Infinite. I just don't have manpower. That's the problem. I just don't have humans to do the things that I need them to be doing. Hang on, coffee. Much better. So that's where this is all going to suffer. I could also do... Actually, no. They've cut quite a few trees down. I don't really need any more trees cut down. I do need them to be getting back out on the gardening tip because I need somebody to get to level 6. And I believe Lon is the one who's at 5 right now. Yeah, Lon, you got to be working the fields, dude. So, Lon, let's make sure you are at bare minimum growing. That's what I want you to do. Just plant anything. I'm just going to put down a field for no reason. A field I don't even need. Maybe more cotton. That'd probably be a good idea. So, or I could just extend what I've got. What else could I theoretically grow in here? Anything that would be like a human? Just any chance there's a human in here? No, not at all. Could grow the dye, fungus. No, you know what? Just blow that off and extend this one. Let's just expand that, like, say that. We'll just get a ton of cotton. I can always use cotton, or if I don't have it, I can sell it. Ambrosia is overrated. Well, not to the kid. Chibi has hoovered that up like it was her religion, which, in fact, it is. So, really, what we're really saying about Chibi is the most faithful person here. Okay, the most faithful person is the 10-year-old girl. who has said, my religion is all about narcotics, so I am going to go and do all of them in the name of my religion. Most faithful award goes to Chibi right now. Just wait till the cybernetics start coming in. Chibi, speaking of doing things, you're having a meal now. Is that really your best move? Because there's no people in it. You're going to hate it. Riggs is working on Grumpy right now. Wow. Grumpy's wicked into his ideology. That's not dropping very fast. But Grumpy, I'm just reminding you, we do need people to eat here. So, just get on board that. If we could refuel the generator, because I'm starting to lose some power down here. And also, if we could put maybe a light in the kids' room, like that. Oh, taking a little nap. Coming down, are you, Chibi? Coming down a little bit. Spike Little Girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm sure you need a long... You're going to be asleep for like 3 days after all that. Wow, kid. Just took literally everything. The cape, we're still working on the cape. Everything moves so slow in the early game. What are you going to do now? You're going to have a meal that you're going to hate, basically, because it doesn't have any people in it. I could do with a light raid right now. Just like a 1 or 2 guys coming in that we could tear to shreds. But in the meantime, I should actually probably think about hunting a little bit, because we need something coming in. We can't have no food. Even if it's not what they want, at least we can get something done. Human leg steak with sauteed cyclamen, best dinner ever. Yeah, and you eat it with your cybernetic arm. Buzzkill, I agree. I'd be happy to have some murders here. That'd be great, actually. That only helps us. That only helps us. Now, Marjo is down to 8.7. That's cool. That's neat. I'd also love to see whomever is into each other getting married so I could free up a bedroom more than anything. So yeah, your fiance is Zash. So I need Riggs and Zash to actually go ahead and get married, because it ain't working out with the bedroom situation right now. And they're never going to get down here anytime in the near future. How's the cape coming? Okay, the cape is very, very slowly coming along. I got to make sure that goes to Zash, our delirious first eater here, because he's going to be bummed out if it isn't. Although I could just get capes for everyone. Everyone loves human leather capes. It's true. Because then you can go around saying, I'm human leather guy. I'm here for cannibal stuff. Ooh, we're getting some more drugs coming in. Neat. Yeah, Lon, just do whatever you feel, kid. I just need you to gain skill. That's it. All I need you to do is just gain gardening skill. And nothing else. I need you to get up to level 6 fairly soon. Because the kid's going to get wicked jittery. Like tomorrow. So if you could learn all the gardening stuff like right now... Oh boy, that's a bit of a slow roll there, isn't it? Bit of a slow roll on that. And you're done for the day. Neat. Good job. Okay, Rick, well, actually, you came back into here to keep working on Grumpy. That is good. I do appreciate that. Ooh, transport pod. It's another person. Okay. Boy. Wow, and some jade, too. Boy, when it rains, it pours. Goodwin, here's the deal. We're a little more picky than I generally am around here, Goodwin. Generally, I'll accept anyone. But I am going to look at your stats, and if you're not very good, we're going to eat you. Wow, you have plant 7. Damn you, Goodwin, you have plant 7. No violence, though. And you're a nudist. Oh, wow, this is tough. This is wicked tough. I need that plant 7, and you're really good at construction, too. Oh, but you're a nudist and you don't like hitting people. See, the nudism thing is going to be a problem because it's going to be winter and you're going to be all bummed out that I'm going to make you wear clothes. But if you go around naked, you're going to be all bummed out you're cold. Huh. Okay, here's what I'm not going to make a decision on Goodwin right now. How are you? You're going to be dead in 6 hours. I kind of need to eat you. But at the same time, I kind of need plant 6. Riggs, what are you doing? You're resting. No, you're not. Go capture Goodwin. Okay, just go capture Goodwin. And then we'll heal Goodwin up and deal with it from there. Although being a nudist does open up exciting opportunities with cybernetics. I don't know how Goodwin's going to feel about it, but I'm going to feel great about it. I'll rip everything off, I say. So... now what do? I've got... I really need to kill you and eat you. Because everyone's bummed out that we're not eating enough people. Also, who's my best doctor? Who needs a little doctorizing skill? The kid probably could. Chibi, you're terrible. Why don't you go heal up Goodwin? You've got several hours to do it. You've got, let's see here. You got 4 hours, kid. And you know what? I'll make your life easy. I'm gonna give him the good medicine. All right. I know that's a bad idea, but got to give this kid every chance he can get. Send. Oh God. So just paint this picture, guys. Just everyone huddle up here. Everyone huddle up here. Let's paint a quick picture here of what's going on in RimWorld. You've just crashed from a transport pod. You're like, oh my God, I'm so injured. Won't somebody come and rescue me? Oh, my life is terrible. Also, there's a big pile of jade over here. Somebody should mind that. And then this guy comes down. He's like, well, we're going to capture you. We're going to make you a prisoner. And you're like, dang, that sucks. But at least I'll get medical attention. And then the doctor comes in, and the doctor is a 10-year-old girl who is clearly high. Clearly. Like eyes like saucers. Pupils like saucers. Jittery. Shaking with the scalpel in her hand. 10 years old. This is... I love this game. This is wonderful. I went to college for writing. I'm not sure I could have written that. It's Doogie Howser, but like the exact chemical opposite of Doogie Howser. 10-year-old girl walks in clearly high. Like just shaking, trembling. Because she's on so many drugs. And wielding a scalpel. And saying, I will help you. And Goodwin's like, oh God. You know what? Just go ahead and eat me. Just go ahead. Yeah, I know there's a medical emergency. I'm having a 10-year-old drug-addicted child. Deal with it. Thank you very much. Okay? I am aware of a medical emergency. And you know what? If the kid does it, great. Good skill for the kid. If the kid doesn't do it, Goodwin dies, and that's lunch. Okay? That's lunch. Okay? And so one way or another, we're fine. I would love to get Goodwin's plant skill, but I do have to be conscious of the number of colonists I'm going to allow, because that just means more people we're going to have to murder to feed them. Hang on, coffee in my face. This is a very exciting time. There we go, much better. So Goodwin, how'd the medical treatment work out for you? Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Did you gain any skill with that kid? Because you were there for a while. No, you're still medical 1, but hey, you know what? You're slightly better. You're slightly better than you used to be. And then, what else is the kid number 1 on? Because I really want this kid to be doing some cleaning. On plant cutting. Okay, I mean, that's cool. There can't possibly be that many plants we need to cut down. So, you should be cleaning something, right? No, you're sky dreaming. Is that really the best use of your time? Lon's out here desperately gardening for no reason except to gain skill. How are we doing with that, Lon? Okay, we're about a third of the way to level 6. And that's kind of bad news for you, Goodwin. Because even if I could plant Psychoid right now, it's very late summer. I'm not going to get anything harvested. We're going to have a rough winter of drug withdrawal. And the problem with that is I may not need your plant skill. I do need your flesh. If I just arbitrarily said execute you, here's the thing, kid. Let me look at you again, because you don't do much else. You do construction and plants. Hang on, there's a poor vagabond. Oh, is this somebody wanting money? Wait, is this somebody wanting money? You can choose to kill, arrest, or sell them. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I may have solved my lunchtime problem. What do you want? Stay there for 15 days so she can rest and regroup. Oh, she'll work, though. Okay, yeah, you know what? I will take that. I didn't realize it was a refugee quest. You usually don't see a refugee quest of 1. But sure, yeah, we'll do that. Where is Antonia? What do you do for a living? You do no plants. Of course you don't. Why would you do plants? You do intellectual. I don't have anywhere to put you, by the way. Okay, we can make this work. We can double down on doing stone blocks, because I'm going to need so many of those things. So do like 50 stone blocks, and then also you can work on... And you know what? Just work on that. just work on that. We've got plenty to feed Antonia because we've got regular meals. So let's see. You can be crafting 1 and tailoring 2 and smithing 2. That's, you know what, if you got, no, just focus on that. Just do nothing but crafting. Okay, do nothing but crafting while you're here. I could really use with getting these bedrooms taken care of. Or I might just build a couple of bedrooms. Maybe I could fit one in like right here. It's not going to look great, but I want that geothermal done. Okay, if I was to do that, how would I make that happen? I could come down here and build another slew of bedrooms. I'm going to move this over here and also deconstruct that one, and then move this one over here, and then deconstruct that one. What have I got right now? I have a quantity of stone blocks. A quantity of stone blocks. But not much. But Antonia she's going to make some drugs first. Good for you, kid. Good for you. Oh, there's a party. It's probably a drug party. Who has tainted apparel? Antonia? Okay, what's your problem? You have a terrible beret. Well, great. We're into berets. We love berets around here. I need some pants and a shirt from somewhere. I just don't know where. Ideally, the tailoring bench would probably be the best place to do that. So let's make, I don't know, make 1 shirt and 1 jacket, because it's going to be winter soon, and then 1 pair of pants. Pants. There we go. And then Antonia will probably do that herself, actually. Okay, the drugs are coming in. This is good. Excellent. Good job on that. So now I can readdress Goodwin, because I've got an extra pair of hands now. So, Goodwin, this might bum people out for a little while, but I'm gonna go ahead and execute you. No, wait, whoa. I think I just put her on release. No, we executed her. Excellent, good. I thought I just did that. I just misclicked that on release. No, we're not releasing you. We're killing you and eating you. How did everyone broadly feel about what we just did? Is everyone kind of sad about that? Nope, nobody cares. Perfect. Great. Good. Okay, excellent. Riggs, you just took Zash's cape. Not cool, Riggs. Not cool. Now I gotta make another cape. Okay, I can't be making capes all day here, kid. Alright, well, good news. We've got human meat. And that's going to keep some people happy for at least a little while. Not much human meat, but we've got some. Grumpy's got one of the regular meals. And did we get the... We haven't even started doing anything down there at all, have we? Chibi, could you just clean the kitchen? It's really filthy in here, and we're cooking somebody's leg. We're gonna eat somebody's leg here. A farming worksite controlled by venom slickers. Ooh, that sounds fun. If I were better armed and had more people, I would totally go raid that. And I probably will in the future, but just not right now. Thank you, Chibi. Yeah, if you could get that vomit, that'd be great. Thank you so much, kid. You're a delight. Where is... Okay, back to the concept of where to put Antonia. Where did Antonia go, for a start? You're sleeping in the freezer. That is so dumb. Why would you do that? Here's what I'm going to do for you, kid. I'm going to put down a temporary sleeping spot over here, just so you have somewhere to go. So, Antonia, that's yours now. That isn't the freezer. Okay, wow, this is Antonia's bedroom now. The entire thing is Antonia's. Could you get up and not be in a freezer, because you're going to get frostbite and lose half your fingers? Chibi is wonderful. You're not wrong about that. Also insane, and very, 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 very high right now. Like, super, super high. Let's get somebody on... Who could do maximum mining right now? No, actually, we don't need Riggs to do the tailoring because Antonia can do the tailoring. And I believe she's actually a little better at it. So, Riggs, why don't you be on maximum mining? We can get these 2 bedrooms carved out at some point down here. And then Antonia can have a bedroom, and Antonia will be quite a bit happier about that. I'm going to pause, just because we've got an amount of smoke leaf. I'm going to pause this. And maybe even pause that. Antonia's going to be bummed out about wearing human leather, probably. You know what? You can actually prevent that, Dave. There's ways to do that. So how about we don't do any human leather? Wow, I've got 179 units of human leather. That's wrong. Nobody should have that. And then same deal here. No human leather for you. And don't make the shirt out of human leather. Make it out of anything else you like. I've got plenty of other materials around there. That way, Antonia is not going to be bummed out too much. Chibi is no baby who is named Baby. Not yet. Spike Little Girl. Not yet. But the fact that the kid converted to cannibalism with pleasure and then immediately hoovered up every drug that was in the area when I said it was okay to do drugs. The kid's on drugs now. The kid's knocked out. The kid just knocked herself out. Tell me this isn't getting into Baby who is named Baby. You just passed yourself out, didn't you? Yep. Yep, you are so high. Riggs, what are you doing now? You're meditating. Could you go pick the 10-year-old girl up? Oh, never mind. Lon's on it. Lon figured out the problem here. This kid loves drugs. Just loves them. There we go, Chibi. Sleep it off. You'll be fine. We've all been there, kid. We've all been on the floor of a storage unit with somebody randomly sleeping next to us. Just a random hobo that popped up and is sleeping. You know what? Maybe it's just me. I've been there. I don't know if you guys... I've been there. You know, you wake up and you're like, wow, why am I in a storage unit with a hobo sleeping next to me? And then you're like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Of course. All right, so we're working on some clothes. We're back to another cape. Excellent. Riggs is down and doing some mining. Great. That's kind of what I need you to be doing at this point. I would not mind seeing some more steel coming in. And I got some components up there. What is that? That's silver, right? I knew about that. Finally caught a live stream. Fell asleep. Welcome. And then there's more steel down here that we're going to get. See that bear? That bear would be hunting Dee Dee if I hadn't confined Dee Dee to the Dee Dee zone, which is the Dee Dee safe zone, where Dee Dee is safe at all times. Speaking of which, how are you doing? Have you eating? Yeah, you're eating just fine. I saw the lizard munching on some bushes around here. So there's food for it to eat, and it's got plenty of corn in here if it needs it. Okay, your resistance is down to 4.8. Marjo will relatively soon be on board, which will be adorable. That'll be great. That can be a bedroom for somebody right there. Wouldn't mind seeing a few more trees coming down just to build things like beds and whatnot. So let's get that cut down there. What else do you think I need? I know we have tattered apparel. I know everything is awful. We're working on it. Didn't really plan for a refugee quest this early on, but, you know, here we are. Woke up on top of scaffolding in London, but you live in Perth. Yeah, so you get it, Les. You get it. You wake up, you're in somebody's storage unit, and there's a hobo sleeping next to you. And you're like, oh, wow, that happened. Not going to do that again. But no, that's Chibi for you. Chibi's just high as a kite. So, yeah, smoke leaf, wake up addiction. Actually, 65% withdrawn. 66 now. And there is no wake up, and we have no capacity to make it. So I think actually that's going to work out. I'm sure Chibi's bummed out. Yeah, wicked bummed out. But everything else is great, including wearing a beret and eating human meat. So, you know, we're kind of offsetting the fact that the kid is coming down from drugs with the fact that we've fed the kid some human. Okay, Chibi's back up and running. Chibi, could you go grab your rifle, please? Because I think it's really important that the 10-year-old girl who is incredibly high have a rifle. I think this is an important thing. Actually, while you're here, could you clean the prison, please? While you're just passing by. I mean, your mom's in there. Your mom's in there, kid. Maybe clean up the blood, is all I'm saying. You did it anyway. You're the one who did that terrible, terrible butcher job of medical procedures, which I told you to do, because you have a medical skill of nothing, really. But we're going to have you be a doctor anyway. I think that's fair. There you go. Clean up around your mom there. Okay, so food coming in for the prisoners. Excellent. I think we've worked through... Yeah, we've worked through the human meat that we had, but hopefully there's a couple of meals in there that'll just keep them a little bit happy for a while. You're working on... Boy, gee, Antonia, could you maybe just kind of finish that off? Any chance you can just finish that off, Antonia? I would love it if you just finished that off. Thank you. There's like so little left to do. And that'll make Zash wicked happy. Because then Zash will have a cape. And then oh wow, crafting 10. Antonia's really good at this. I kind of want to keep you around, but then I kind of don't, because you're not going to be of our ideology, and you're going to be bummed when we start slaughtering people and eating them, because we do that. It said right on the front door, we eat people. So weirdly, I'm actually kind of hoping you don't join us. I could just reject it. No, yeah, you don't get that cape. That cape is for Zash. Yeah, wear the human leather cape, please. Human leather cape. So I might actually reject Antonia if she wants to join, because doing conversion is a pain in the neck. Although it worked with the kid. Zash, if you tried to convert Antonia, what would be the result of that? Antonia's certainty is it 99%? Really? Oh, no, that's Zash. We're looking at... No, Antonia. Come here. No, everything stop. Antonia. Oh, wow, you're into our stuff. How did you show up into cannibalism? It's just a random cannibal. Are you into that? Steel knife. Okay, yeah, you don't like your knife. You're transhumanist. Yup. Okay. And you ate human meat. Wait, Antonia's into our jam. Antonia's down with the cannibal thing. I don't recall that happening. We certainly didn't convert her. Oh, this just puts a different spin on it. Oh, you're fine. You're fine with cannibalism. That's great. I would love you to. Also, by the way, drop your knife, because you could attack us and you don't like it anyway. And then why don't you just do whatever you wanted to do? I was mostly in it for the cape, if I'm honest about things. Zash, how are you feeling now about that? You have a human leather cape and you're fine with that. I enjoy wearing the suffering of others. Neat. And we're working on the flop hat, dude. Don't worry. We're going to get you a flop hat one of these days. You're going to love it. It's going to be all, floppy and stuff. There we go. Okay, now what? Grumpy, how are we doing on converting you? Oh, we are getting there. Actually, Zash, why don't you just do a big scale conversion on Grumpy? Yeah, just go knock that down. It's not going to be as good as Marjo, but it'll kind of jumpstart us a little bit. So, yeah, 29%. You knock 10% or 10 points off of that. That's okay. We're getting there. Now what? Mining is what I need right now. All sorts of mining. Marjo, how are we doing on you? Okay, 4.8. Lon, what are you up to? You're going to have a meal. Zash, you are working on some hauling. Okay, and now you're going to convert Grumpy again. Even better. Riggs, could you just please prioritize the generator? Because we can't have power going out. No good. No good at all. Nobody likes that kind of thing. I feel sad for just the random pieces of human meat that are lying around. I feel like we should do something with that. Also, I feel we should also continue to kill other things that aren't people, because we do need any kind of food. We've got to have some food. I can't have nothing around here, even if there's no people to eat. All right, Marjo's down to 3.5. That's fantastic. And maybe I should put somebody else on mining. Who could potentially do that? Zash, probably. Okay, we're not really doing a lot of construction right now, so Zash, go 1 on mining. And then we're going to need some warm clothes coming soon, too. Yeah, it's fall. All right, well, the whole getting these things done never really came to fruition, so let's get some heat. 1 heater, please, right there. Hopefully that'll do all 3 rooms. I feel like it should. And actually, while we're talking about that, why don't we pop a vent right in here? Not enough steel. Okay. Well, there's some steel over here. We could start mining. And that's silver, that's components. It was a pretty good map for steel. There should be some fairly nearby. There's some components up there. There's more steel. Actually, there's a big chunk of it right down here. And that's a lot closer. So why don't we cancel whatever I just told you guys to do somewhere that I don't... Okay, there it is. Okay, just cancel that bit. What's the thoughts of a non-zombie day box? Well, that's just a regular kill box. Anyone could do that. That doesn't require genius, or indeed even geniusosity. Or hashtag geniusosity. Requires none of that. Anyone can do a kill box. Can you do a kill box that infinitely generates zombies? That's what I do. Okay, that's where my genius lies. I make calculated investments in geniusosity. Trying to crack Going Medieval. It's Stranded Alien Dawn, but medieval. Yeah, that is... Not even, I played that ages ago when it first came out, and there's been so much done to it. I'm sure it's barely even the same game anymore. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't play it long term, but it was good. It's a solid game. It's basically, you're right, it's Stranded Alien Dawn, except, medieval stuff. I did love being able to carve down into the earth. That was fun, and creating like basements and stuff. Some of the things were fussy, like the way you kept food cold was mildly annoying more than anything. It was just kind of a pain in the neck. I mean, I get it. It was supposed to be medieval. You don't have like electricity and stuff, but it was just kind of annoying to do that. What are we working on now? We are working on a jacket. Did we do a... Chibi, you took the flaw pad. Chibi. Not cool. Okay, that was... You love berets. No, wear your beret, Chibi. You love wearing berets. I'm going to wake you up to wear a beret. It's a synth red beret. Everybody loves that. Okay, now, Zash, go wear the flaw pad. Actually, when you're done cooking those meals, you can do that. Yeah, so cook that, and then you can go wear a flaw pad, because you love flaw pads. You keep telling me about the flaw pads. So, go wear a flaw pad is what I'm saying to you. And you are done with the meals, okay? So go wear that. There we go. And don't... No, Lon! Lon! Don't wear the flop hat. Okay? Wear a beret. You guys love berets. It's Zash who wants the flop hat. Could you please go wear a flop hat? You're desperate. It's a moodlet, dude. You're desperate for this flop hat. There you go. Stop taking Zash's flop hat. All right? Just stop it with that. Stop. Okay? So now we've taken off the negative moodlet about not having the right clothes for being the delicious first eater. Why? I know, Hurley, why would they not be wearing the holy beret and doing holy narcotics? This one's garbage, right? Yeah, we can burn that. I think we've got a bill set up to burn clothing. Actually, did it copy that? No, it didn't. So let's burn apparel, and then nothing... And you know what? Burn anything that is 0 to like 51%. Okay, just, the low-grade stuff, and then do that forever. As if you've got anything that's less than 51%, just burn it. Not worth keeping it around. Game is transformed, still very micro-digging underground, crucial to keep food fresh. Yeah, no, I know, there's no fridges. I found it fussy, that's all. I would have liked a simpler system, but, what are you going to do? It's medieval. So, I really like the multiple layers that they had. And you can build a good old-fashioned trap corridor. Trap corridors still work in going medieval. It was fun. I almost picked it up again, not for the channel, just for me personally. I almost picked it up again a few months ago, and I played for 30 minutes. I'm like, and I kind of put it away. Is the last Blood Bar vid the last one? Yes, it is. Spoiler alert, yes it is. And I'll tell you why. I'll give you another spoiler alert. Because much like Tavern Tycoon or anything along those lines, oh, no, hang on, Hurley. There's one more to come. Okay? But the next one will be the last one. Because much like Tavern Tycoon, it's getting to the point where a vast chunk of it is just sort of sitting around waiting for, quests to quest out or whatever, to acquire enough things or something. So this last one that I recorded today, I gotta tell you, I recorded it for almost 2 hours. I probably got 30 minutes of actual footage. About an hour and a half was just sitting there watching the screen and responding to things. So, great game. I love the game. Better game to play by myself. It's more, I don't think there's much that I'm gonna miss by not playing more of it. Hang on, Antonio, I've got a degree of clothing for you. So why don't you have this shirt and that jacket. Yep, you can have that. And are we going to work on the pants? How are we doing on pants? Oh, pants are next. Okay, Antonio, you're going to love it. We're going to get you some pants. Do you want a beret? I bet you want a beret. I bet you'd be wicked into a beret. Okay. Yeah, it was the human review one. Hurley, I actually tapped out. I got about halfway through, and that was like 2 hours of playing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It was just taking too long to get those human reviews. So, spoiler alert, sorry. And again, it's no slam on the game. I think it's a really cool game. But it's chewing up time. And as I say constantly, I've got 8 videos a week and 2 live streams to put out. I can't be tied up just watching a screen go by. It's not realistic. It's got to be something where I'm getting bang for my own buck. like RimWorld, where something is always happening and there's always something to respond to. Speaking of which, I see we're working on Grumpy here. How are we doing on you? Yeah, it's getting down there. It's getting down there. And Marjo, how are we doing on the prisoner part of things? 2.3. Great. How are we doing on bedrooms? Yeah, we really haven't mastered bedrooms at all. I really haven't mastered bedrooms. Yeah, no, so Hurley, the next one will be the last one, and it is no slight or slam to the game. I think it's a really, really fun game. It's just extremely inefficient to record because I'm just sitting there responding to like panics or buying stuff or selling stuff and not really doing anything else. And unlike, say, whatever that park game was that I played a million years ago, like way, way back, or Sim Airport. So either of those two, once you are profitable, there was no emergencies. There's nothing you had to react to. So, like Sim Airport, you can just, all you need to do is accumulate money. A lot of it. A lot of it. But once you were profitable, there were no emergencies. Once you got everything settled, there were no emergencies. Things ticked by. So I would let Sim Airport run for, no exaggeration, like 2 hours and just walk away. At several points during that Sim Airport run, I'm like, yeah, I just did a workout. And I did. That wasn't a job. I was like, in my sort of recording area here doing a workout. And, an hour later, I'd come back to Sim Airport, like, yeah, made some money. Go away, get a sandwich or something, and come back. And, yeah, Sim Airport's just ticking along. But, unfortunately, Blood Bar Tycoon is not like that. There's things I have to react to. So I do have to, like, stay playing the game, but I'm not recording anything. I'm not saying anything. Nothing is happening. It's just, and there's, look, guys, I do my best, but there's only so much I can fill up of airtime. I try my best, but there's only so much I can do with, the same thing happening over and over. There's only so much humor in my filing cabinet in my brain. There's an eclipse. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Nobody will be wicked sad about that. And a solar flare. That one's worse. Yeah, that one's a little bit worse. So, that's happening right now. Okay, we'll learn to cope with that. That'll be okay. Riggs is down here doing some mining. Let's get that out of there. And I believe Antonia's on stone blocks. A betrayal? Oh, bad news for you, Antonia. That's bad news for you. Oh, treachery planned all along. Huh. Well, you know what? I got a cape or two out of her. So I'm basically okay with this if we just go ahead and, kill her. Where is she? No, don't you dare kill Dee Dee. No, Dee Dee. No. Dee Dee, you're in your safe zone. Sash, kill her. Kill her. Just right now. Kill her. Just go. Go. There we go. Dee Dee, are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, Dee Dee is fine. Dee Dee, like the ninja lizard that she is, evaded the attack. Evaded the attack like a silent ninja lizard that moves very, very slowly. Very, very, very slowly. But good news for us. Lunch. So, we'll allow you. You're darn right we'll allow you. Shouldn't have betrayed us, Antonia, because now we're going to eat you. You understand that, right? We're going to eat you now. That's the cost of your betrayal. We're eating you. And Chibi, you're drafted too. Spent 3 hours on a Dungeons 3 map just building trap corridors and efficiency, ignore the main objective. Yeah, if I were playing Blood Bar Tycoon by myself, that'd be great, because I could just sort of, sit on the couch and click things. But it's not, there's not enough I can put into it. I don't know if that makes sense, but, the whole channel is based on, well, frankly, just trying to make you guys laugh. That's pretty much what I do, and there's certainly a lot of humor in Blood Bar Tycoon, but it's also a heck of a lot of just sitting there and just reacting to events as they go by. So I want to stress that there's absolutely no slam on the game. I think it's a really, really fun game, and I hope it continues to improve. Because it's basically Tavern Tycoon, but, vampires and good humor involved with it. But for the channel, I got to wrap it up. So I basically got about halfway through that review quest and said, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine with that now. Which is unfortunate, because I have no plans on what's coming next. So, not a clue. Not a clue. I got the Toy Shop one. Storage Hunter Simulator, I'm adoring doing that. That is so much fun to it's so much fun to play. It is a lot of fun to play. It's very much like Supermarket Simulator. It's a surprisingly simple game, but it's wicked fun to play. And I actually just, honestly, one of the big reasons I love Storage Hunter Simulator is the visuals. It's the first simulator game where it's not much like basic pixely kind of stuff. Somebody put some real thought into the artwork of that game, and it's extremely well done. It's a very pretty game to play, just going through, you know, the environments and driving around and stuff. So that's not going anywhere. And I am very pleased with what I've done to Storage Hunter Simulator. Because ultimately, I think that's what I do. It's not your game, you, the developer. It's not your game. It's what I'm going to do to it. And I don't mean that in an aggressive way. Hopefully I make it funny. But it's can I make this funny? It's not, is your game good, bad, or indifferent? I honestly don't care. It's, can I make it funny? And Blood Bar Tycoon, I think I've kind of tapped out on that. Maybe one of the Epic Games free ones. I have like 50 free games from Epic. I don't know what to do. There is one thing I have planned, which I think will be nice. Probably be like either a one-off or a mini-series. And then after that, I'm really not sure. I'm just kind of winging it. Bobcat, welcome. Bobcat, there's a fire. I should react to that. Lon, you getting in there with the fire? Yeah, you got that covered. You know how to deal with fire. How'd we do on the humans? Oh boy, we just chopped them right up. See, the problem is we went to all that effort of making those clothes, and now they're all tainted. I'm going to set up another bill on that campfire, which is rained out, no surprise there, to just burn any tainted clothing. So burn anything tainted, get rid of everything, and you know what? No, put everything on, but nothing clean. Only tainted things can go in there. All right, and then just burn. It doesn't matter if it's. Can we take these off? Yeah, take those off. Just burn any tainted apparel forever. Just do that all the time, please. There we go. Okay, now back to work here. Oh, our resistance is down on Marjo. Excellent, Marjo. You're going to be chained to the research desk. Speaking of chained to the research desk, I should probably put some kind of light above the research desk. Not that I couldn't get her some bionic eyes in the future. Again, you're saying not enough steel. Yeah, we are kind of focused on mining here. We're not really focused anywhere else. That is true. What's the problem here? Yes, but there was a fire. We're aware of that. Thank you very much. Next thing I should start to work on is the throne room. I see Lon's getting high. Good job, Lon. Try not to get addicted, by the way. Chibi just hoovers up drugs. How are you doing, by the way? Yeah, you're still withdrawing, but that's actually going pretty well. You're up to 78% withdrawn. And we don't have any left, so it's not like you can take any more right now. Fabledom was perfect for a streamer at everything. Adventure Jeopardy story, Streamer's Gift. Yeah, that would have been a good one to stream, because you can just sort of let it go by. And really, Fabledom's just rinse and repeat. You're just stamping down groups of things that go together. You know, like residential, and then the farms, and then the this, and then the that. Once you've got into like the late early game, into the early mid game, it's not really particularly challenging. It's just time consuming. That's all it is. Okay, there's a cabin crew sim game. Yes, there is, Hurley. I actually already did it. I did the demo of it ages ago. I may or may not. I mean, it's got a lot of attention. So lots of people are doing it. Cans is doing it. It's actually, he's on their Steam page right now. Marjo's in. Hang on. I didn't really plan to go back to it, and I don't own it. I only played the demo, so I don't know if it's one I particularly want to pay for. If I get a key for it, that could be another thing, but right now, honestly, I've got one thing planned that's going to come up that I think you guys will like. Well, I'll like it anyway. And then after that, I don't know. So Marjo's in. Marjo, this is a Synthread t-shirt. It's it's terrible quality. Okay, we need more clothes for people. So pants, jacket, shirt for right now, and then I'll cross other bridges later. I see Marjo has immediately thrown on a beret. Immediately thrown on the beret. Hurley, you can mention Cans all the time. I like him. He's a nice guy. He's a super nice guy. So you can mention him all the time. It's okay. We mention Penge around here. We mention Cans around here. I'm not that egotistical that I can't talk about other people who are, you know, larger channels and more successful. Hurley, I languish in mediocrity, and I know my place in the world. What I have is a very small but dedicated audience, and that is okay. So yeah, Cans is a sweetheart. Why would we not mention him? He's a great guy. Wicked nice guy. What else do you think I need to do here? Batteries, okay. Tainted Apparel is Marjo. How are you Okay, what are you wearing now? Apart from a beret. Okay, you need a better shirt and better pants. That's fine. I can work on that. I can work on that. Go spam Ken's channel with your name later on. No need to, Hurley. He's aware of me, and I'm aware of him, and he's a nice guy, and I'm me. So there's that. Marjo. Yeah, I know Marjo. I'm kind of working on it as best as I possibly can. Okay? Doing the best I can here, Marjo. Best I can. What I will do is start to put up a bed for you. So, you know, we're going to make a double bed. So make a double bed in there. And I'd rather they focused on the mining right now rather than smoothing walls or anything like that. Thank you, Mo. I like my style, too. So does Mrs. Dave. That's one of the reasons she married me. Probably the only reason she married me. Lord knows it wasn't for the money. But yeah, thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. That's again, a small but dedicated audience. And just to name drop even further, when I was hanging out with Penge last year when we were on vacation, we were talking about that. And we were talking about how Penge has a broad appeal. He appeals to a lot of people. My style is completely different. I'm going to appeal to certain people, most of whom are here right now. But not everyone. Not everyone. You're right, Buzzkill. You know what? That is probably his only failing. He's not a RimWorld genius, and I am. I deal in geniusosity, hashtag geniusosity. So I've got that going for me, as the kids say these days. I've got that going for me. Could we burn these clothes? Because we're supposed to be burning them because they're tainted. So, oh, there we go. Bed's coming up pretty quick. Neat. That can go to Marjo. So Marjo right there. All right, close that out. Nicely done. And then I don't really need the sleeping spot, but I'm going to keep it there just in case anyone else pops by. If you want to just swing by, we've got a bed for you. Also, continue to kill the local wildlife, which we're not really doing. Chibi, why don't you be on #1 hunting? I know you're terrible at it, but I want you to get better at it. Oh, yeah, the kid's right out there. Kid can't wait to kill things. Probably still high. Probably still coming down off of whatever she's been on. Yep, just go, actually, just go take out that one. It's right there. I mean, why go all the way? Just hunt that stallion instead. There we go. Yeah, that's going to take you about 3 days, isn't it? That's going to be a wicked long time. That's going to be so long that kid's going to do that. Oh, I enjoy the chaos too, Hurley. I don't know how much Mrs. Dave does. She seems to put up with it. She seems to have a good enough time with that. Abilities for... Okay, so Zash can do some converting. How are we doing on Grumpy? We could probably slam him down with a conversion. Yeah, why don't we go convert Grumpy? There we go. That'll knock him down a fair ways. And then, yeah, 4% left. Great. One more conversion and we're good there. I know that I love the wall lights. I'm almost addicted to them at this point. They're so handy and they just don't take up a floor slot. There's, you know, the real estate is at a premium around here. I see that Dee Dee is enjoying the new Dee Dee zone that just opened up here. Very, very nice indeed. Then we'll get this other bedroom cleared out. I don't have a person for that, but that's okay. I think this channel is great. I watch it because I like the presentation style. We don't bother with Tutorial Ninja. Yeah, you want Tutorial Ninja? Watch today's video. Found you from the Geek Cupboard and watching you since then. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate it. There's a lot of cross-pollination, Mo. Many people who watch me watch him, and vice versa. We have, I've always said, I think if you like one, you'll like the other. We have, at this point, very, very different styles. I think when we both started, quite a few years ago, we had similar styles. We were both largely emulating Many a True Nerd, or trying to. Not imitating, but emulating, just sort of taking that style and trying to run with it. And then in that time, we've definitely found our own voices. Penge's, you know, got that cozy thing wrapped up, and I'm a genius. So, you know, that's really working out well for me. And Penge is doing great, obviously. So, hang on, we made a shirt, and then Marjo's probably going to work on something else. Marjo, that was one of the things you were wicked sad about. Would you like to, when you come back in this room, you want to wear a shirt? Would you like to maybe wear a shirt? A shirt could be fun. You could have a shirt. Go wear that shirt. That'll cheer you up a little tiny bit. Area revealed. What? Oh, yeah. We're on the Jade. Boy, that's cool, Riggs. I really appreciate that. But, yeah, that's not really our priority. Why don't we cancel that out? Okay, we can come back and get that Jade. We're not wicked into the art game at the moment. Not super into art. Marjo, what are your big complaints now, apart from not eating somebody? You're in serious pain. Okay, you have a small scratch on your right shoulder. Don't worry. At some point in time, I will rip your arm off and replace it with something better. Possibly a toaster. But for right now, you're going to have to put up with that. What are your other problems? You ate raw food. Okay, that's cool. You love wearing a beret. Who doesn't? You're also high. That's neat, too. You slept on the ground. That will go away. You have a bed now. And it's dark. Yeah, we're in a cave, Marjo. We're in a cave. Are you not happy to be reunited with your cannibal daughter? I know she's wicked high, but are you not happy to be reunited with your cannibal daughter? I guess not. You have no opinions about that. How do you actually? I say you have no opinions. Wait. You've got a husband somewhere. Oh, that's going to get awkward if we have to eat him. That's going to wicked get awkward. Marjo's about to have a complete nervous breakdown. What I do want, actually, Marjo. Hang on, I haven't even worked with Marjo. You can be number 1 on Doctor, and let's back Lon off to number 2. And then I want you number 1 on Research and back you off to that. I've got other people who can do crafting. In fact, put that on crafting. And Marjo, you could be 2, but I'd really just like you chained to the research desk. That would be my ideal. Just, you never leave this research desk. I'm also going to turn on the smoke leaf things. I see we're running a little bit low on drugs there. Just teeny bit low on the old drugs there. Okay. I'm going to get a bed for Dee Dee. Dee Dee deserves a bed. We will have a better one in the throne room, obviously. But let's just get a quick bed for Dee Dee here. So 1 animal, actually, box or a bed? A bed. Dee Dee deserves a bed. So I'm going to put that in, whose room is that? Zash's room? Yeah. Dee Dee should probably live with the delirious first eater. That sounds about right. And we're still churning our way through geothermal here. The mindless prisoner. Oh. Okay, hang on. Yeah. We could probably do that. We're going to have to be wicked careful not to eat this guy. Okay, everybody remind me not to eat this person. Okay, don't do that. If I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to eat this guy, I need you guys to come back and go, hey, wait a minute, Dave. Check that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Don't eat him. Okay? Don't eat him. Yeah, we will do that. Except with Riggs. That gives me more of a reason to get a throne room going fairly soon. So jump to there. You're here. Who's up? Chibi, go capture somebody. Okay, go capture Douglas. So again, tomorrow when I'm thinking, hey, let's eat Douglas, I'm going to need you guys to come back and go, again, Dave, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't eat him. Do something different. Like not eating him. Just leave him alone. Feed him. Don't have him die. But just don't actually eat him would be ideal. Okay, much mining is going on. Very, very slowly. But mining is definitely happening in here. They did get all those walls smoothed out eventually. Okay. Chibi, just haul the guy in here. And we're gonna not eat him. Don't nibble on him while you're capturing him. Don't nibble a finger off or something like that. I know you're into that. I actually do know you're into that. You are in fact a cannibal. Oh, hang on. We didn't give this to Dee Dee. Hang on, Dee Dee, that is your box now. You don't have to sleep on the floor anymore. Now you have a soft box to sleep in. And you just on nothing, right? Yeah, just basic maintenance. We're just going to feed you and nothing else. Why is this shirt here? It's also tainted. Okay. I should probably just have the jacket done. And then the pants. Yeah, we really need pants for the kid. A mad guinea pig. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, let's just go shoot it. Let's just go kill it. Otherwise, it's just going to be a fuss. It's just going to be a bother. So, yeah, no, we don't eat Douglas, okay? We think we want to eat Douglas, but we're not going to do that because that will get us in trouble with the royals. And the whole point of this is to be very, very royal. Chibi, come over here and kill a guinea pig. Or don't. That's cool, too. You guys go right here. Get right into some red hot... No, Zash, you're in the way. Yeah, oh, great. Good one, Zash. Excellent. Well done. Wow, that was one tough guinea pig. That guinea pig took more than a few shots. I should really get the whole hospital thing sorted out fairly soon. How did you fare with that? No immediate danger? Okay. We'll cope with you. I'll send the kid in to doctorize you. Hey, the kid's got to learn doctorizing at some point. I'm going to throw the kid at everything medical. I feel that's a sensible thing to be doing. Okay, get this rocking and rolling here. I know we need medical treatment. Chibi, can you just go, tend to Zash? It can't possibly be much more than a few Band-Aids. Okay, probably the worst case scenario here is this is going to slow down his recovery time, but we'll learn to cope. It'll be okay. Marjo, I might have you go back to tailoring real quick because you have no pants. And normally pants are a choice, but you are a little bit bummed out about that. Teeny bit bummed out about that. Chibi's going to break down. Is it the addiction? Yeah, it is. Yeah. 86% though. Give this kid a couple more days and she will have completely forgotten how high she was. And that's probably the big problem right now. Yeah, it's minus 22 and you're ravenously hungry. Okay, are we not cooking? Why are we not cooking? Aha. Okay, so hang on, I borked my simple meal thing here. This is obviously not working. Ah, because no vegetarian and animal products were in there. Okay, so we're just doing meat and we didn't have enough meat. That's why we weren't doing anything. Okay. All right. So that should pick up. I'm sorry we're eating raw food. Somebody will come and deal with that nonsense in the fullness of time, I'm sure. Chibi fell over. Chibi fell over. Where did you fall over, Chibi? Are you high again? I mean, that's fine. We're into that here. Riggs, can you go get the kid, please? Wow. 10-year-olds are such lightweights. I mean, come on, kid. Try and hold your own at least. There we go. Chibi's in bed. How'd you do with Zash, by the way? You technically healed him. Strictly technical medical sense of the word. You did heal him. So, sorry, Zash. I sent a 10-year-old girl on drugs to go deal with you, but hey, here we are. Lon's cooking. Excellent. Not going to be what they want, but it will keep them alive. That's good enough. Who could do something? Marjo, could you maybe get the generator fueled up, please? You seem to be moving slow, Marjo. Is there a reason for that? Okay. Oh, food poisoning. Yep, there it is. Exotic goods trader. Do you have humans? Any chance you got any humans? Boy, I'd love to just take all them out. That's like meat for days. Wait, Flesh Beast? Oh, right. Yeah, anomaly still exists, Dave. Okay, much of this information I can cope with, he says optimistically. Marjo, can you actually shoot anything? You have a technical skill? Go get that revolver. Kid, can you get up? You're sleeping. Could you not? No, you're down for the count. Okay, Zash, we're going to have to get you up. Actually, maybe the trader might bump into... Hang on. Slow everything down. Okay, here's what we're going to do with this. Everybody go into the DD zone, because that's a safe zone. Except that Flesh Beast is moving way faster than Marjo is. Okay, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to fly. Come out here. New research. Yay, good research. Cool. Yeah, Marjo is like a snail right now. Marjo, you're going to have to punch this thing. Sorry. Oh, while I'm thinking of that, actually, let's make sure you do indeed do that. So punch things when you see them. Like if something comes up and says, I want to kill you, instead of going, oh no, please don't do that, actually punch it in the face. And hopefully you can hold off long enough that the other team can get in here. Lon, I got to find something for you to do in terms of combat because you're terrible. All right. This is going to be fine. Marjo, just jump in there, kid. Just jump right in. Go ahead. Punch it. Punch it more. Riggs, Zash, if you could, like, hustle a tiny... No. Come out here. And then come out here. Okay, maybe we don't, like, just give up. Okay, there we go. Now we're shooting. Okay, we exploded the thing. Neat. Zash, go rescue Marjo. Thank you. Marjo, how are you doing? You're not having a good first few days here. Okay, no immediate danger. No immediate danger. That's fine. You guys are a little too late. You could have dealt with that. You could have dealt with that just fine. So I can get into the dark research. We're not going to focus on that right now. Anomaly exists. I really kept it in largely so I can get the dead life dust so I can make the infinite zombie generator, aka the Daybox, hashtag trademark, copyright the Daybox. Okay, the kit is not available for doctorizing, so Riggs, could you go... You're not assigned to doctorizing either. Zash, could you go... Thank you, 10 to Marjo, please. 10 to Marjo. No, Marjo's survived. That would have been a huge blow to Chibi. Mother is finally saved and converted to cannibalism and then dead. So go trade with Laura here. Let's see if they've got any stuff. Okay, what do you got? You got a goose. Fair. That's fair. Okay, I don't have a lot of money because I spent a lot of it on weapons. And you always have cool stuff. I love the exotic goods traders. What have you got for... Wow, you have so many cool things. Oh my god, why don't I have tens of thousands of silver? I could get an architect arm. They have an architect arm. All right, focus. I actually wouldn't mind the prosthetic arm because I could deal with Marjo at that point. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Tittle's mom. We ate her and wore her as a shirt. Sardine by the base is what? Recreation. Okay, breakthrough in microelectronics is in fact microelectronics. No surprise there. Shooting. Okay. I don't really have anything to sell them, though. That's the problem. I'd actually rather buy some components. Oh, they have advanced components. I don't have any money. They got a goose. I could get a goose. I can't even afford that skill trainer. Oh, this is just bunk. Can I get the prosthetic arm? Barely. Barely, but I can. Okay, and that will... Because Marjo's got an issue with her arm. So that'll take the pain issue away with the negative moodlet. I'm going to buy an arm. And then... I don't really have anything to sell them. I could get rid of this. This is just recreation. But whatever, it's 44 bucks. I don't really... Nobody cares. Oh, this is so depressing. They have so many cool things. Okay, well, you know what? We got an arm. Okay, we've got an arm. We have an arm. In fact, can we set that up right now? Can we just... wow, you have so many things wrong with you. Can we install... Wait, which is your bad one? Your right one. Can we add a prosthetic arm to your right shoulder? Zash, you think you can cover that one? Let me drop a quick safety save there, Zash. But go ahead and... Missing the prosthetic arm. Okay, it's not in storage yet. You know what? Hold off on that. We'll deal with that later. Just nix that bill. Thank you very much. All right. Not what I wanted. But it's what we've got. So Chibi is knocked out on drugs. Marjo is down for the count for a little bit. Zash is having a bad day. Riggs is asleep. But Grumpy should be doing well, right? Grumpy's got to be doing well. Yeah, look at that. You barely believe in what you believe in anymore. And then we can work on getting you over to our side. All right, guys, let's wrap up there. We'll come back to some more of this again tomorrow and see what see what I can do with this mess. We just need more people. We need more people who nobody cares about coming by so we can murder them and eat them. I basically made myself into a serial killer. I need people that nobody cares about. So send them by. Hobos, I don't know. So somebody, the people that life has forgotten about and society's forgotten about, send them by my way so I can kill them and eat them. I've become a serial killer in this game. But guys, let's check out there. We will come back to some more of this again tomorrow. I will see you then. Thank you so very, very, very much for coming by. I love doing this for you guys. I look forward to this every single week. And you guys never disappoint. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you again. Goodbye. Good.